Greetings, my unbelievable V family all over the planet. This is your chief, sitting at home, making his Wednesday message, wearing his favorite t-shirt, no more fear. And guys, please excuse me, alright? All the barbershops in Malaysia are closed. Therefore, this caveman look which I have, my hair is longer than most women I know. My beard is going totally out of control, but I'm loving it. Alright? Okay, this is who I am, and no matter whether I got hair, no hair, too long, too short, you know. And I know. I'm the sexiest, most gorgeous upline you could ever wish for. With the exception of Dato Sri Vijay and Japaras Bismarck. There's always a disclaimer, alright? Okay, not to de-edify my great uplines when it comes to looks. Alright guys, now this is the Wednesday message. Firstly, it has been an exciting week. I am speaking so much more to Dato Sri Vijay. So much more. It's unbelievable. Okay? Alright? In the sense that every day I'm learning something new. Every day. I think he has made it his mission, alright, to hammer me every day with a new lesson, because he knows now I'm stuck at home and he can grab me and I can't give him an excuse that I'm running a meeting or running around or doing anything. And it has been unbelievable being back in full studentship mode and learning so much from this great visionary, Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan. And guys, it is Wednesday, alright? And I'm making this Wednesday message today to all of you. And I'm not going to talk about the virus. I'm not going to talk about doing business online, because that's the old times, the old stories. Wake up and smell the coffee. This is our normal. So there's no need for me to re-emphasize it on every video. And yesterday I was chatting in a group chat with Sachin, and Sachin brought up a very beautiful point, which I want to bring up today on a bit on this Wednesday message. Basically what Sachin says is this is the best time, and I agree, to go back to the basics, guys. Now each one of us, if you're watching this video, one day old, welcome to the greatest business at the greatest time right now. Alright guys, QNet, the greatest network marketing company, 100% online, biggest commission ever in the industry, 22 years of history, legacy of creating millionaires around the world. So start your journey, but never switch off. And those of y'all who have been with us for a long time, I think on this Wednesday message, I want to remind you that before you became a leader, before you became a veteran, before you started getting too immersed into the technicalities of network marketing, before you got immersed into the system, alright, or relying on a system, okay, what did you do? You were a networker. Alright, a pure, alright, a purist, you understand? Where we just know one thing, how to build a network. And that is the basic. I believe that every networker is built with a basic fundamental block. Alright, and that block is the essence of being a networker, where he knows that there is nothing that is going to get him there. There's nothing that's going to take him to financial fundamentals. And the fundamentals is dealing with people. That no matter how you define network marketing, no matter how we analyze it, or how many moronic experts there are in the world who tell us scientifically, mathematically, alright, or how many of you are running the best systems in the world today, it doesn't matter. The basic fundamentals of network marketing is dealing with another person. And that person changes throughout your journey. That person, in the beginning of your journey, that person is 99% prospect. 99%. Prospect. And if you think back to your time, You are the masters. You are the gurus at handling their objections. Alright? Because one thing you have realized, that an objection is not the statement of fact of what the person says. It is the reflection of his mindset. Alright? Whatever objection the person says is not valid. It makes no sense. I have no money. Alright? But what if I give him 1 kilo of gold and tell him to give me 5,000 US dollars? He will find it in 15 minutes. You understand? You know why, right? Because 1 kilo of gold is worth thousands and thousands of dollars, okay? But if I offer him, I said, I feel in a good mood, 1 kilo of gold, find me $5,000 in the next 1 hour. The guy will find it. So there is no valid objection from anyone. An objection, a question, or any form of reaction from your prospect is purely a reflection of their state of mind. Reflecting fear, uncertainty, lack of trust. And you have to address that, alright, through this question. That's what you have to do. And right now I believe that the majority of prospects out there, even the prospects I am talking to, and I love doing presentation online, they are reflecting fear. Not even trust, Alright? Because you can sign up anyone right now, they'll transfer money for you. Because they're desperate to find stability. Alright? Potential stable income. But what I see is fear. Fear to give out that money because they may not have any money to survive. And that is where you have to translate that fear into confidence and belief. Alright? But you are the gurus. You have been doing this from day one. Some of you watching this Wednesday message, you have been doing this from 1998. I remember watching the Grand Master, Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran, alright, help me in the early days, handle objections, handle questions. And that's who we are. Don't be fooled by these titles given to us that we are chief, alright, we partners. We are still networkers. Maybe some of you have forgotten that, but you should not. That your fundamental basic building block is a networker. And network marketing is about dealing with people. And today, you should just shift back to the early days where you are dealing once again with the basics. You are dealing once again with more prospects than you ever dealt with. I hope that you are still focused on presentation. And then as you spend more time building your organization bigger, you deal lesser with prospects and more with your downlines. Alright? Big downlines, small downlines, medium downlines. I'm not talking about the physical size, I'm talking about their checks, their organization. And you deal with your downlines. But this also requires the ability to communicate and deal with another human. And here you need trespass. Here you need the ability to inspire them to rise. Alright? Here is where you need to recognize the fact that they're facing a challenge and you've got to create them into a warrior. And you've got to be versatile in your modes of communication. You've got to be versatile in your approach of handling their challenges, whether it's a prospect, a downline, a big leader in your organization. And your versatility is what defines your ability of becoming a greater leader in Dato Sri Vijay's family. And you have seen Dato Sri Vijay on stage, off stage, on Zoom, on video calls. His ability to be versatile, dealing with you, dealing with every question, defines him as one of the greatest leaders in this industry. And you need to know this. And this is not a skill that you need to spend 7 years learning. This is a skill you already have. Because you deal with your downlines at home every day, especially now. You know how to speak to your wife, alright? Depending on her mood. You know how to deal with your children or husband or in-laws or other family members. So right now, the key to raising your organization right now is versatility. Your ability to deal with everyone differently, to deal with everyone, but to achieve ultimately one goal. And the danger right now is you may not know what the goal is. You may be confused of what your goal is. So please, don't be confused. You need clarity in your mind. And there's only one clarity that you need in your mind right now. That is your goal, is your checks and your downline's checks. Do not be fooled by anything else. That the ultimate goal is how much do you earn this week, how much do your leaders earn this week, and how much do your downlines earn this week. Don't take this as a break. Don't press the pause button. Alright? This is not a time for us to self-introspect and analyze. It is the time to raise everyone's checks. Why? Because your downlines are watching. They are waiting for great success. They want to know that right now it's possible. It's happening. So by any chance, if your checks are slowing down a little bit, coming down a little bit, wake up and get it up again. Or get up again, as Dato Sri Vijay always says. This is not an option. That you all can do whatever you want right now. But the focus on your weekly commissions, on your weekly TAT must be fanatical right now. Fanatical. Be a fanatic. Are you guys with me? So don't lose focus. Don't get distracted. Be a versatile upline. Approach your prospects. Handle that fear in their minds. You know how to do it. You are the greatest networkers ever built. Just take your mind back to day one, where you were doing nothing but presentation, where you were sharpening your presentation knives, alright, or X, as Dato Sri Vijay says. And my final point on this Wednesday message, the greatest paradigm shift that must happen in all of us today, due to the fact that you are sitting at home, alright, awake for 18 hours, the greatest paradigm shift. And I've applied this to some organizations and immediately saw the rising of BVs and checks. Change your paradigm shift to hourly. Now I did 7 days a week a video where I spoke about 7 days to achieve your TAT. That's QNet. We pay you every week. Unbelievable. That means every day counts. Now, under these circumstances, I need you to focus on every hour. That means your life is lived by every hour. That every hour you must have a goal. Every hour you must have a goal and an intent to change this organization, instill something, train them how to handle objections, train them how to do presentation online or whatever, train them how to refocus on TAT, train them, do my own presentation, sign up people, talk to my switch off group and revive them, talk to my new people, prospects on my new name list, reach out to strangers on social media, whatever it is. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. That means in one day where you have 18 hours awake, remember? And take away 1 hour for singing Kumbaya with your family, blah, 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 blah. 1 hour taken away for eating, shaving, whatever else you do in the bathroom, okay? Alright? Then you got 16 hours. That means the greatest paradigm shift. You must have 16 goals every day. 16 TATs for yourself. That every hour matters. Right now, every hour matters, guys. I love you guys. Remember, no matter what you do, no matter how you modify your system, no matter online, offline, whatever, doesn't matter. Stay focused on that goal of your weekly checks. Don't dare lose focus on that, because this is your time to rise.